Hello everyone, welcome to Eco Wisdom by Dr. Aditi. Have you ever thought that printing money would solve all the problems around us? Problems like poverty, unemployment, inequality, and so on? Well, I wish it was that easy. Rather, it would do more damage than good. So, today's topic is why printing money is a bad idea. Let's deep dive into the same. So, what is money? Money in itself is not wealth. Rather, the value of money lies into the kind of goods and services that we can produce with it. For example, food, clothing, or new technology. So, yes, when economies or government resort to just printing money or printing currency without actually, investing into the increased supply of goods and services, then it can result into a disastrous situation. So, economies do print money, they have to, but they shouldn't be printing money or currency recklessly. So, currency printing has to be backed with some creation of value or addition of value to the economy. So, there are lots of reasons why this money printing or currency printing has to be avoided by the governments. Let's look at them one by one. First one is creation of inflation. So naturally, when suddenly money supply in the economy increases, or say suddenly people have rupees 15 lakhs in their account now onwards, then it is going to just increase the amount of money that people have in their hands. But automatically it's not going to increase the quantity of commodities available in the economy. So, naturally, it is going to create the situation of inflation. Second one is risk of hyperinflation. So, what is hyperinflation? So, there is continued inflation where inflation is rising continuously on a consistent basis and for a longer period. So, when such kind of a situation takes place in the economy, there is always hyperinflation. Third one is currency loses its value due to money printing. So now everybody has lots of money and there is so much of money supply in the economy. So whatever you can buy with your amount of money is going to be very less. So earlier what you could buy in say 100 rupees, now you may have to pay 10,000 or even 1 lakh or even more than that for the same amount of commodity. And that's how currency loses its value. Next point is loss of trust. Now what happens in this scenario is people as well as businesses within the economy may lose complete trust in the economy or in the government, because now suddenly the currency has lost its value because there is so much of addition of money into the economy, and simultaneously there is no addition of commodities. So only money has increased and that has resulted into loss of value of money. So there is also loss of trust that comes with it. Then there is another point, that is loss of savings. So loss of savings means loss of value of savings. So whatever has been saved till date, it will suddenly lose all the value because now money has lost its value. Another reason why printing money is a bad idea is that it makes imports costlier, because now there is devaluation of currency. Our currency has lost its value, especially when we compare it with the other economies or the other currencies. So automatically we have to pay more for imports. So that is how our balance of payments or general trade balance is disrupted. Then after that, there is no real value in the economy. There is no creation of real value in the economy. Just there is more and more money that is now in people's hands. But now again everybody is at the same level. So we haven't cured poverty, we haven't cured inequality. So there is no actual real value addition in the economy. Then another reason is foreign investors pulling out their investments. So whatever investment, say foreign direct investment, foreign portfolio investment, whatever kind of investment was actually happening within the economy in our currency, now that is also going to lose its value. So foreign investors will lose complete trust in our economy, our currency, our government, and they will decide to invest in some other country, or where the currency is stronger and where they have more confidence in the currency. So that will be the situation. And the major thing that will happen is collapse of the economy. So if this crisis continues, then economy can just result into, like, there will be a crisis and economy will not be able to withstand the chaos that takes place due to printing of money. So eventually there will be lots of problems and chaos within the economy. So we have seen a list of reasons why printing money is a bad idea. Now let's look at some real life examples where economies decided to recklessly print money and then they had to pay for it. The very first example is of Germany. So after the end of First World War in 1920s, German government decided to print currency. So naturally it resulted into hyperinflation, and even there were like billions of marks which you need to pay in order to just buy a commodity like bread. So imagine bread is like a daily commodity which we require on a daily basis, and something as basic as bread, but people had to pay billions of marks just to buy bread. So that's how reckless printing of money or currency resulted into a crisis. Second example is of Zimbabwe around 2000s. So at that time, in order to pay certain bills or to pay salaries of the employees, government had to print money, and Zimbabwe government decided to print money recklessly. So at that time again there was a skyrocketing inflation, and even like people had to carry billions of currency, Zimbabwe currency, in order to even visit like normal grocery shops and buy stuff which we require on a daily basis. So that's how printing money again created a very bad economic crisis. The third example would be of Venezuela, where $1 was equal to billions of Venezuelan currency. So even people from Venezuela lost complete confidence into the currency, and they resorted to some other means of exchange, or they resorted to some other currency for their transactions, and that's how they had to go through such a huge crisis. The last example is of Hungary, which is again considered the worst case scenario in terms of printing money, that every 15 hours the rate of inflation was continuously rising. So imagine how bad a situation it was, and how we will deal with it if something like that happens in India. So governments or the central bank of the country, say in case of India it is RBI, then Ministry of Finance, they have to consider all the consequences like this before deciding any particular policy, or before taking any big decision such as printing currency or printing money. So no matter how easy it looks on surface, but actually it will create more and more problems in the economy if the government just decides to print money and give it to people. So that's why it's not a very great option in reality. So I hope that you have understood this very interesting yet a bit complex topic about why printing money is a bad idea. But I'm sure that you must have enjoyed this, and for more such videos, keep watching, and you will always benefit for your exams as well as the general understanding of economics. So stay tuned, keep watching, like and share this particular video, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.